Hello, my wonderful Taurus. Welcome back to Fifi and Gigi's tarot readings. I hope you're all feeling absolutely amazing. Now, Taurus, let's jump straight in, shall we? Because this will be a really great reading for the collective watching this if you are specifically in a no contact situation. So in regard to this person you're thinking about, we're no longer together, we're not talking, we've gone our separate ways, and now we have a very curious question. What happens next? Does anything happen next, or does nothing happen? Is this truly the end, or can something happen? Whether it is healing, forgiveness, going back together, let's explore it together. Now, Taurus, yes, there will be an optional extended reading, and that's going to have a very curious title. It's actually called The Next Journey of This Love Connection. So it depends, and based on what we're seeing here on the YouTube, we are going to focus on the optional extended reading. What happens next? In other words, what happens next here, but what is the next part of this journey, the next phase, the new chapter of this connection? So that's going to be a very rare glimpse into most likely early 2026. So I'm using 3 decks here. Over at the optional extended reading, I will be using an additional 3 different decks. So altogether, we will be using 6 decks. I'll be using 6 decks, for you. So if you are interested to see the true next journey of this love connection, I'll be looking at both energies in the extended. The official link is in the description box below, Taurus. Be the very first link underneath all of the yellow stars. So that's going to be really interesting. So let's get straight into it, Taurus. Here we go. Let's have a bit of a visual. What is going on? So, okay, I can already see that there's going to be some movement. We have the planning card. Text, phone call, can we meet up here, for example? So definitely I feel like your person really wants to kind of see you face to face. Ooh, all right, deck's already splitting. Yeah, I feel like they want to talk about this. You know, it's very devil-like energy. Toxic love, there couldn't have been drama. Addictions, dependencies, even emotional addictions, a love-hate relationship. So we're on again, we're off again. We love each other, we hate each other, for example. So, yes. They are thinking of you. They could be crying over you, feeling nostalgic, really missing you, missing your presence here, Taurus. Okay, Netflix and chill, sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. Maybe someone really likes Harry Potter here as well. We're seeing it on the TV screen. For some of you, perhaps this was a connection that your person treated a bit too casual, right? Instead of really being full on, being official, getting it off the ground, they probably were also very casual about this and just taking it really slow, which leads to a bit of an inferno. Chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. So I feel like your person is really feeling your absence right now. Wow. Definitely we could be feeling this guidance, perhaps to heal this. We got faith, healing, intuition, dreams. They might be seeing some signs here about you, Taurus, which is prompting them to start planning to get closer to you. I wanted to look underneath. Yeah, very intense connection. We've got the 1111, twin flame, the case of the runner and the chaser. Also about divine timing here as well. Yeah, we couldn't have had a bit of a push and pull. Power struggles, imbalance, stubbornness perhaps as well. Bonus message, we have the reconciliation card, harmony, resolving issues, and getting back together. So that's actually very interesting because I feel like this is the whole reason why your person's thinking about you, why they're feeling this inferno, and of course why they're actually planning on texting you, calling you. They want to meet up with you because they want that reconciliation. But for that, there needs to be harmony, and of course, they need to heal whatever happened here. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Oh, I see the initial J. That's actually quite interesting. In F, E, and R, I think. That won't be for everyone, of course. So here we go. We've got 3. We've got 2. Last one. Yeah, so the extended is going to be very interesting because I can already see what happens next is an attempt to communicate with you. Bottom of the deck, yeah, these are very big reconciliation cards. The 6 of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. Your person can be any star sign, age, or gender, but the 6s are all about healing. They're about harmony, right? The chance of forgiveness and balance, equal give and take. There could also be some gift giving, even just starting off as friends. And I do see they are very nostalgic, and we do have that key word there, nostalgic, here as well. Taurus, some of you might catch yourself also thinking about this person as well. You know, when things were good, before they were not good. So I'm definitely seeing here some type of reconciliation after a long period of time where it kind of feels like a really good couple of months or even more than a year for some of you. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, that is the slowest moving night. But once this night arrives, that's the most reliable night. Yes, believe it or not, the most reliable night, because once this night arrives at your doorstep, or calling you or texting you, they have really thought about this. They do want to offer you something of value, something solid, a promise that they will keep until the very end. So, wow, look at this, is looking amazing. We've got the Two of Cups. Everything is screaming reconciliation alert right now. The Two of Cups is my second favorite card in the entire deck. It is ruled by Cancerian energy. And this is here, two souls uniting together as one. And of course, you know, the Two of Cups always says, oh, now is not the time to walk away. Now is not the time to turn those away and walk away from those that we love. We are definitely seeing kindred spirits after all. All right, yeah, the Chariot, look at that. More Cancerian energy. Your person will figure out this way or that way. They will figure out how to get closer to you. Why? This is the fastest moving energy in the entire deck. They are very determined here. They are hyper-focused, positive tunnel vision to get to you, to win you over. We got the second fastest moving night. This is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. This is the call to action night. It is the wandering night. So it actually doesn't matter if your person is near or far away. Where there is a way, a means, yes. So when they say, where there is a way, how do they say that? Where there's a will, I really forgot how to say it. Where there's a will, there's a way, and your person will find a way to get closer to you. They want to be this knight in shining armor, present themselves as Mr. or Mrs. Right. I want to save this relationship because I'm literally going through my own personal hell right now. So let's see. Yeah, okay, they're kind of digging themselves out of the hole they put themselves in. So it's pretty obvious your person, they kind of did something here where they're kind of squarely blaming themselves. I'm almost seeing like Nine of Swords energy there. A lot of mental stress, a lot of guilt. And with the Strength card, we can see that the storm and the cyclone, the twister, is behind them. So this is your person picking up the pieces, trying to control their emotions, not to be overly emotional. They don't even want to show themselves as overly passionate. It's like, I want Taurus to see me that, you know, I've got my life in order. I'm very well balanced in all of this. I'm not going to lose control. But they are definitely seeking your forgiveness here. That is the card of unconditional love. And hoping that if they work on this with you, the relationship can literally go from strength to strength here. So, I feel like they're being guided here to work on this. So eventually, you can put your walls down. The Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy, and we are stepping into Sagittarius season fresh as a daisy. That's the Wounded Warrior. Now, the Wounded Warrior may have the walls all the way up, and they could be very apprehensive and just very weary and have more questions rather than answers, but they don't give up. So I feel like for you, Taurus, I feel like for the majority of you actually, yes, you have your walls up, and yes, you're very weary, curious, but there's a part of you that's not giving up though, but they will have to work on this. They will have to go above and beyond and be patient until you are ready and feel vulnerable enough to put these walls down. They're being hopeful here. Yeah, they really want to talk. What happened? Something happened here in the past. Definitely couldn't have been your person's attitude, especially if they were very judgy, imposing. You know, God forbid if Taurus makes a mistake, right? So the Page of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Now, out of all the pages, this is the true messenger, the ultimate communicator here. Your person definitely could be looking you up online, or if you have a website, if you're easily accessible online, they probably want to see what you're up to. Are you 100% single? Are you near? Are you far away? Are you really having a good time? You know, did you go on that holiday, on that cruise and all of this? They just like looking at you. I keep hearing that. They like looking at your photos, and they're probably looking at old photos, old videos, old text messages. I talk too fast. I'm sorry, Taurus. I can't help it. But they do want to talk about the challenging stuff. It is a bit delayed, and I kind of feel better late than never. Bonus message, please, is Temperance, Sagittarius energy. After all, temperance means moderation in mind, body, and spirit, and also, aka, this relationship. So, yeah, it's all about here peace, balance, harmony, patience, forgiveness, a lot of healing here. I feel like that's their primary focus that they have with you. I kind of feel what happened here. I'm getting a bit of sense of immaturity on your person's behalf. It was a very intense connection. It definitely couldn't have been hot and cold, a bit wishy-washy. They were, you know, here today, gone tomorrow, on again, off again. Until one day, Taurus, it was off and they completely lost you. And now it's like, what the hell am I going to do? I don't have Taurus and Taurus is not chasing after me. So I'm going to go after Taurus now. So yeah, I feel like now they have to be a bit more mature, really stand up and like be the person that you deserve. I'm just getting something where, let's split the deck. Let's see. Do we have anything bonus? Look at that. High value. And it says the Empress, which is Taurus energy. Beautiful, sexy. I'm also going to put handsome in there. Abundant, confident. They see that you're a high value person. They could have just been very intimidated by you. A bit jealous every time you walk into a room. People look at you. People want to talk to you. They're probably checking you out. So there could be a lot of insecurities from your person's, on your person's end, on their behalf. Which is probably why they probably said some mean things. Or they acted very cold or indifferent. Or maybe for some of you, it just remained to be a friendship that was a bit too casual. So there's a lot of growing up that your person really had to do and snap out of it. So we've got 3 more, 2 more, last one. All right, here we go. I'm hearing the song from the Beatles, Come Together. So I don't know if anyone here that's watching this likes the Beatles, or if they do. I don't know, maybe Google the lyrics, but I'm hearing, yeah, Come Together. So that's probably why, because we have we have the lovers at the bottom. Look at that. So that is Gemini energy. It's number 6 in the major arcana. And I love the 6s because, again, 6s are all about healing, right? It's a very well-balanced number in the tarot. And it looks like your person is approaching you, but they're making that choice not because they're lonely. They're making a choice from the heart here. Because they want that partnership again, to be friends again, to instill that harmony back into this relationship. So look at that, coming back slowly again with the same Knight at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Knight of Pentacles there, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles here again. So talk about your person really considering this from different angles, really kind of showing up and being almost even realistic here. 5 of Swords. Yeah, I do feel that it was definitely your person making this connection, this relationship, a lot more difficult than it had to be, which is Aquarius energy here. Remember, they can be any star sign, age, or gender, but sometimes your person could have been very stubborn. They prefer to be right than have harmony in this relationship here. For some of you, you might have felt that they were wasting your time, stringing you along, right? Breadcrumbing you, providing false hope, false wishes. They could have been quite argumentative, extremely stubborn. Might have had some people around them, some friends or family members that were also quite intimidated or jealous of you. After all, Taurus, I say this every week, you are the OG. You're the boss of the zodiac. So the Chariot, please, is clarified there by the 6 of Swords. They're traveling to get closer to you. Aquarius energy, another 6. How beautiful is that? I like this. The 6 moves away. I just split the deck when we saw it. Okay. The 6 moves away from the 5 of Swords. That chaotic, catty, argumentative, conflicting energy. This is all about moving mentally, especially into calmer waters. It's about mental hope, faith, relief, right? And pretty much smooth sailing. I feel like your person has learned their lesson here. And I do appreciate. The 9 of Wands, please, brings change for you, because the Hierophant, often known as the wise counselor or the high priest, is Taurus energy. And there we are. So they're coming toward you. For what? Commitment, engagement, marriage here. I do feel, Taurus, a lot of you are very spiritual here. Or maybe your faith or your religion is very important to you. So you have, in return, very high morals, values, and ethics here. So the worst thing this person can do is try to change you. They shouldn't. They have to accept you as you are, just like you accept them as they are. But there's actually something quite spiritual about this here as well. Big lessons have been learned, but they want to captivate your heart once more. So you're pretty much front and center here. The Strength card, please, wants to overcome 7 of Swords. Wow, that's Aquarius energy. We know that it's a notorious card that has a pretty bad reputation for lying, cheating, stealing. Your person trying to be strategic, thinking they're going to get away with this and all of that. It's also the card of copycats and jealousy here as well. Look what your person is trying to overcome. How is Taurus ever going to trust me again? Yeah, they're going to have to really work on this. I see that you're pretty good here on your end. You're chilling like a villain. You know what I mean? You're not a villain, but I can see here that you're doing very well. You've just got you're more grounded. You're a very typical earth sign. You're more grounded. You've got a good head on your shoulders. This is your person really now overthinking this and really kind of like sitting in their own personal inferno over what they did. So this person is really going to have to work very hard. They know that, to be back in your good books. They're really, really missing you. Let's talk about that Nine of Wands. I see on your end, some of you might have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We're sitting on the fence with that Two of Swords. Might be dealing with a Libra. That won't be for everyone. But I kind of see that for the majority of you, you want to make what is the right decision for me. Now, even though they'll make a decision with their heart under the influence of the Lovers, I feel like a lot of you are being very logical about this. It's like, okay, this and this happened. I feel this and this way with this person. So what's the correct decision for me based on what I'm feeling now? So if you don't really know what to do with this person, I feel like it's expected. I feel like it's normal. Of course, you're completely invited to check out the optional extended reading. That might give you even more clarity because I see it's coming your way. Let's see. Wow. This person, look at this. We have the Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. There definitely could be confessions of their feelings, of their heart for you. Also recognizing they need to tread carefully because you may love and love unconditionally and be super loyal as you are, but you're not going to give your heart just to anyone. You've got very strong boundaries. You're all about self-love first. So I see here that the whole thing for you, it's not a yes, but it's not a no. There's a bit of a gray area here for you where you're thinking, well, is this in my best interest? Has this person really changed? Or will they revert back to their old ways? So let's see. Yeah, we've got Justice. Libra energy. Scales are balanced here. I feel for you, it's like again, I honestly feel that yes, but no. I'm not sure. Some of you could be procrastinating or even avoiding this, to be honest. Like, it's like they made me wait. Now they need to wait as I make up my own mind, which I think is actually kind of fair, to be honest. They do want to earn your trust, love, and respect back. Strength card again. This literally might happen. Do we have the strength to forgive them? Do we have the strength to literally go from strength, to go out of the darkness into the light and try again? It looks like it is, but I feel like some of you need a bit more convincing. I'll be really honest. Ace of Cups. Interesting. A brand new start. Four of Wands. Some reconciliation there. Ooh. Two of Wands. I do feel eventually in due respective time, some of you will definitely meet this person in the middle. But I feel like you're still keeping that cup to yourself. It's still all about self-love. I don't know. I'm kind of seeing it's looking pretty good, but you still need a bit of convincing. These cards as bonus cards for the outcome, it's looking we're going to meet in the middle. We're filling up each other's cup. We're still in love with each other. There's still feelings here, but we're being very cautious. We're like, yeah, it depends what day you ask me. I might say yes or no. So it looks good. So now we know from no communication what happens next. Well, your person will reach out to you. They do want to tell you the truth. They know what they did was wrong. There was some dishonesty. They know they were up to no good. Maybe they kept it too casual. They kept you at arm's length. Anything for control, not realizing they were dealing with a Taurus. Don't underestimate a Taurus. Sometimes I exasperate myself saying that. So now they want to fix this. I can see it. They want to step up for you. And I just feel you're like kind of rubbing your chin thinking, yeah, I'm not sure. Hold your breath until I call. And you're not saying that in a bad way. It's just that now you're being very strategic, very careful about who you give your time and attention to, especially in the new year. It's looking amazing. I'm not going to lie. You mean, for those that know tarot, you'll see the outcome is looking, with the bonus messages, it's looking amazing. I see that we're going to be in the middle. The path is being illuminated here. So let's see, over at the optional extended reading, I mean, there's a huge potential here. An advantage to heal this connection and start from the ground up. Kind of like have a chapter 2 here, right? And look at that. The Six of Cups and the reconciliation card look exactly the same. We're meeting together, right? And even here again, we're meeting together. So in the optional extended reading, I want to focus on the next journey of this love connection. What are going to be the milestones, the brand new chapters, anything, the highlights that you should be aware of. And I'll be using 3 different decks. So the official link to the extended reading is in the description box below, Taurus. It will be the very first link underneath the yellow stars. I'm going to jump straight in. And I really want to see, because even I'm curious, because from being not really good for them, you're slowly coming around to see the potential to heal this connection with the card. This is like the card of you know, the card of true love, basically. So let's see what's going to happen with the next phase, the next journey, the next chapter of this relationship. I'll see you over at the extended reading. I'm going to jump straight in to keep up the momentum. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side for the extended. And I'll see you this Saturday as well. Bye, Taurus.